Are you over small talk? Do you crave those late night deep conversations? Where do you go? I don't know about you, but I want to get right into the heart of things. Welcome to Deep Convos Only, your guide to mental and spiritual alignment. Let's dive into spirituality, how the mind works, and what awakens our soul. I'm your conscious host, Monica Adams. Let's get deep. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Deep Convos Only. I hope that you know that you are an amazing, amazing individual. And if no one's told you yet today, just know you matter. You're so important. And I'm so glad you're here. So today's podcast has actually been in my heart for quite some time. And I was not sure if I was going to record this podcast or not, but it's literally burning inside me to get this out. And so here we are. This episode is all about this beautiful holiday called Christmas. And I want to get to what's been troubling me, what's been triggering me around this holiday. So let's just dive right into it. Christmas has become something completely detached from the true essence of what it is, in my own opinion. And around the house, I've been calling it Marry Consumerism as a joke, but not a joke, because that is truly what it's become. So I'm not here to vent or to complain or to just point fingers. I'm coming to the table with some solutions. But first, I am going to just say what I've noticed, what I've seen, and what I've been experiencing. So to kick it off, right, Christmas, even when we just look at this word, Christmas, it is saying Christ more Christ. It is a celebration for when Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, came and entered this world. So it's a beautiful holiday, and I grew up Roman Catholic, and I definitely have a strong connection to Jesus Christ. I love him. And this word says it all, right? Christ mas, Christ more. And regardless of religion, it's to be more like Christ, to be your own Christ self. That could be your highest self. That could be the highest version of yourself. That could be just to be a good person, to have good intentions, to do good in the world, to be someone who treats others like themselves, right? Treat your neighbor as if you would treat yourself. The golden rule. And he really left so much wisdom when he was here about forgiveness, about not pointing the finger, to forgive people, to not have judgment, to know that the Father is happy to give you the keys to the kingdom. Ask and you shall receive. Like all of these beautiful messages. And the celebration of Christmas is to honor and to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. So all of that, I'm down for it. Like, let's do it. We have lost touch with that, in my opinion, as a whole. So when you are in America and it's the Christmas season, right, it starts right after Thanksgiving, which is a whole nother conversation. But right after Thanksgiving, it becomes Black Friday, where everything goes on discount and everyone kind of just goes crazy around. Oh, I just forgot I wasn't recording on the video. Here we go. Okay, so everyone goes crazy on this Black Friday for all of these sales and these deals to give gifts for Christmas or for themselves. Hey, I'm not judging. For Christmas, right? To get a head start, to save some money for the gifts that will be exchanged on Christmas. And it's crazy to see how drastic the shift is. From Thanksgiving, being with your family, being grateful and thankful, and it's literally a holiday just about eating and being together. There's no other, expectations other than that. And then the following day, we go right back into what I would say is the opposite of gratitude, which is expectations. So we go right into the expectation that I have to get gifts for everybody. And honestly, something switches and, we see it all the time. People fighting over televisions, people standing in lines for hours, people going crazy over material items. And I'm not to say that material items aren't great to have. You know, I like to look good. I like to like wear nice things. I like to feel confident in whatever it is that I have. However, it has gone beyond just the normal enjoyment of material things to equate to love. And this is where I've been triggered lately and why I've been dubbing it as Marry Consumerism. Because we have now been indoctrinated into a society that says, if you love someone, get them a gift on Christmas. If you love me, you would buy me something. And we have really fallen for this trap. We have really fallen for being a crazy consumerism that is majoritively not mindful, not conscious, and falling for the trap that to love someone means you have to buy them a present to show them that you love them. And this really bothers me. It really bothers me because that is not what love is. Love is not a material object. Love is not, I love you, and so I'm going to go out in this crazy madhouse of a zoo, that's the holidays, and buy you something. Because it comes from an expectation rather than a genuine gift. To me, a genuine gift is I saw something, I thought of you, I thought you would love it, and I bought it for you. Which can still happen during Christmas. But ends up what happening is that there is a list made of things that people want, and then people go out and get it for them. Meanwhile, this other person who made this list is also going out and getting things for you from your list. That's running errands for each other, okay? That to me is not giving gifts, being a giver of gifts. So what also bothers me about, just really being so ingrained in this consumerism around Christmas is also just think of all of the packaging that's branded and specialized because of the holidays. These different packages of makeup kits and socks and whatever product you're buying that's branded towards Christmas. And then what happens if no one, if the stock of that, there's still hundreds of them left over because, people didn't buy all of this branded holiday gift set. It's a waste. It is literally branding and packaging for Christmas. And if it doesn't sell, then it's a waste. So it's really turned into mindless consumption and marry consumerism. And we're teaching this to children. We're teaching this that it means I love you, so I got you a gift. You were good, so here's gifts. Here's your reward. And, be good, Santa Claus is watching, and if you want a gift, be good. No, you should just be good. You should just be good. Without an expectation of getting anything in return. Being good for the sake of being more like Christ. Christ more. And so that is, my rant and my frustration around this holiday. Now, the true essence of Christmas, I love. The true essence of being holly and jolly and, slaying and everything that comes with it. And the whole meaning behind it, right? Of celebrating a master that came down to teach us some amazing, profound, and is never going to go out of date what Jesus said. Jesus has the best branding, right? Where he had 12 disciples and we're still talking about him, right? So he did something right without having to package himself a certain way or without having to give people physical gifts. Jesus didn't give gifts. Jesus washed people's feet. Jesus gave people miracles and the confidence that they can do something and the belief that just because they were a tax collector or just because they were a prostitute or just because they may have sinned, quote unquote, or made a mistake, that they were still accepted, that they were still, even though they were, humans and made errors, that they were still loved and that they were worthy of everything that God promises them. And so during this Christmas season, some things that I just want to reiterate is to be more like Christ. When you do go out shopping, right? I'm not saying don't go shopping and get your loved ones presents. Think about how you're showing up in that store. You know, I went to a store recently and it seemed like everyone was frustrated that other people existed. Like, we walked down an aisle and people were like huffing and puffing that they couldn't get down the aisle fast enough because there are other people there. We share this planet, y'all. You can't get frustrated that other people exist. Or the parking lot, you know, beeping the horn, traffic. Why not let each other go? Something that I thought, this was Christmas to me. Yesterday I was driving and the wind must have blown a garbage can out into the middle of the street, because in the middle of the street there was a garbage can. And I was driving and I came up to it and someone else got out of their car. It was a red light. Someone else got out of their car and took the garbage can and put it back on the sidewalk. That's Christmas to me. That is doing something for thy neighbor, because they weren't in the same lane. It didn't bother them. They could have kept moving and pushing, right? But they took the time to get out of their car and took the time to do something for someone else, to make someone else's life easier. Because God forbid there was a car accident or something. They could foresee the effects that small little incident did. And, you know, as I passed by them, I gave them a nice head nod and wave and thumbs up. That to me is Christmas. You know, being joyful in the supermarket, letting someone go. You know, when you're checking out and you're at the register, you know, sometimes you feel rushed to move on, to put the receipt in the bag and to take your change and put it in your wallet and hurry up and move along on your day and move out of the way because there's someone behind you on the line and you want to make sure that they come and they can make their purchase. Be the person that's waiting behind them and be like, hey, take your time. No rush. Give them those few seconds. That to me is Christmas. Baking someone cookies, that to me is a wonderful gift. You know, I took the time in my kitchen to bake you this or to make you my famous dish and I wanted you to have it. That to me is a true gift. Jesus himself, his gifts were frankincense, gold, and myrrh, okay? And to me, I love that. I love those gifts. It was spices, it was herbs, it was, and they had meaning behind it. You know, obviously they had more of a spiritual meaning outside of just the material object of them. Gold, right? Right. You know, we use gold in jewelry, but it's also, you know, crystals, things like this that actually hold a higher vibration that you can gift somebody. So this Christmas, my ask is to be more like Christ. What are the small acts you can do? Where can you bring more joy into the shopping center where everyone's going crazy? Where can you give someone the permission to slow down? When can you just let someone cut you off to get to their exit because they almost missed it? When can you hold the door open a second longer, even though that person is, you know, 10 feet away, but you know they're coming? Just hold the door. Where can you smile at someone more? How can you just be the presence of Christ more during this holiday season? Beyond the consumerism, beyond the gifts, and really hone back into what this holiday and this season really means. Even the decorations have so much symbolism behind them, right? We put up Christmas wreaths because it's a full circle. And, you know, God is begotten, not made, the never ending, right? A circle never ends. You can't tell when a circle began and when it you know, the point in which the circle was made and the point in which it ends, because it does not. So that's why we use wreaths, full circles. We put greenery and garland all around to remind us that although winter is here, winter will come back again. And although outside the greenery, the shrubs, the plants, the trees are, you know, not flourishing and not growing, that's the season we're in, but they will come again. And the light, you know, there's, you know, during winter there's darkness. We put lights out to remind us the light will come again. And so taking the time to really connect with these different symbolisms of Christmas that had such a deeper rooted meaning and being more Christ-like. Second thing I'll say is when you're shopping and when you are buying people gifts, how can you be a conscious consumer? How can you buy from brands that are doing good in the world? How can you maybe donate to a charity in someone's name and say, hey, I donated X amount of dollars to St. Jude because I know how much you care about children. Hey, you know, I know you've been wanting to try yoga. I got you a pass to a yoga studio. or maybe meditation studio at Montclair Zen Studio. Shameless plug. I really think experiences and something where you're enriching someone's life is the best gift you can give someone. Spending time with them and be like, hey, we're going to go see a show together. Hey, we're going to go take this class together. And sharing memories with them, because the sweater, the keychain, the mug, those material things, they might not last, especially clothes. You're lucky if it lasts a year these days with how things are made. And, those things are fleeting, but the memories you create, the shared experiences you have with someone, or gift them so they can experience it, those are memories that will last a lifetime. And those are things that are true gifts. I think our presence is our best present. And so if there are any ways you can give experiences this Christmas, I highly recommend that. Shopping from small shops, mom and pop shops, small businesses. And yeah, I'm talking about myself. I'm talking about, small businesses that are making an impact and giving people a deeper experience that will enrich their lives. That is worth gifting. Giving someone peace, gifting them a class to a meditation center to give them peace. Wow. That's a gift everyone is looking for and searching for. And you're on this podcast right now and you know a place. Memories last. Memories last. And they say psychologically, when you share memory, share an experience that is different together, something you've never experienced together, your bond grows stronger. That's why when you travel with a group of friends, or you travel with people, and maybe you meet people while you're away and they become such close ties and allies and friends because it's a new shared experience. Or you go somewhere and you experience something, the bond is enriched and deepened from that. And so that's how I think we can help bring Christ back into Christmas, and how I think we can be conscious consumers, and how I think it's so important during this holiday season to remember the essence of it and to not get swept away by expectations to give gifts outside of our means, or to equate that to how much someone loves you or how you love someone. You can't measure love, and you can't measure it in a gift box or a gift bag, no matter how many times you wrap it or how much tissue paper is in it. Your love is felt. Your energy is felt. And I think presence is the best gift you can give someone. And so maybe start tinkering some ideas that you can give people this Christmas that's an experience, that's conscious, and that brings joy and allows Christ to be present. And so I love you. I encourage you to be the smile, be the gentleman, the woman that really holds a standard and allows people to feel this holly jolly Christmas season in a real way, and not a materialistic way that'll fade and end up in a garbage can, one that's everlasting. So I love you all so much, and I hope this resonates with you on some level, and I hope that eventually we can change this consumerism mentality that we have and bring it back to this wholesome, beautiful holiday that can celebrate something so far beyond what it has been saturated with. So I love you so much. If I could, I would share all my Christmas cookies with you. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. And I hope you have a very Happy New Year. And if you have any comments, please let me know. Follow me on the gram. And check out my website. The outro is going to play, so you'll get all that information. But I love you so much, and you really, truly matter. And I can't wait to get to know you more when you reach out. Ciao. Thank you for listening to this episode of Deep Convos Only. I'd love to keep this conversation going even deeper. So let me know what your biggest takeaway was on Instagram. Follow me at It's Monica Adams. And for other conscious goodies and events, head to itsmonicaadams.com. Until next time, stay blessed.